Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. I've got a really exciting video for you guys today. Don't go anywhere. There's a new first-person roguelite shooter coming to Steam. It's called Voidbreaker. I managed to get access to the open playtest. I tried it for the first time in VR with UEVR and it totally blew me away, guys. In this video, you're going to see the process of how we try brand new games in VR with this mod. And at the start of the video, you'll see in the Discord, I could not get the game to work. The UEVR community has been really helpful. They gave me a few hints and tips. I tried these hints and tips. I managed to get the game working in a reasonable state. And what I played, what I saw, has made me really excited for this game. Now, this game's been developed by just two people. I'm hoping these two people see this video because this game in VR would be phenomenal. Now, this is not the perfect UEVR game. The community is still messing around with profiles. We're still trying to work out some visual glitches, some issues with the game, and I'm going to explain those issues right now. For those of you new to UEVR, UEVR is a mod that injects VR into Unreal 4 and Unreal 5 games. Now, you have to remember these games have been developed in a 3D engine. So basically, we're playing the game the way the developers envision the game in their minds. As far as I know, this game does not have any official plans for official VR support, and that would be a crying shame because what I played, like I said, totally blew me away. This was next level VR for me with UEVR. When I first injected the mod into the game, I was met with a blank screen in my headset. I could see the game playing on my monitor, but in the Quest 3, no VR, nothing. Over a day or so, I mentioned this in the UEVR Discord for the game, and somebody told me to try the UEVR compatibility mode. Now, the UEVR compatibility mode is very limited to what you can do with the game. And in this video, you're probably going to see two recordings of the game, one on my desktop and one in the Quest 3. When I was playing the game normally, my desktop, the screen was warping, it did not look very good. So I'm not going to be able to show that footage. So in that scenario, I'll show you the footage I recorded on the Quest 3. There are some sections that I recorded on the desktop that are fine, they look okay, like the menu system. So I'm going to show you that so you can see the HUD working, that sort of thing. Now for me in the Quest 3, the HUD is off center, it's not stereoscopic. I have to close either my left eye or my right eye to be able to see the HUD. The HUD messages only pop up during the tutorial missions or when the game's trying to teach you something new. So when you're in the meat of the game, you hardly see these menus anyway. You will notice me looking up from my Quest 3, looking at my monitor when I'm reading the HUD menus, just to work out what I'm doing. This game in VR had so many amazing visual effects. My eyes could not compute the beauty of this game. And I was totally in awe most of the time of the gameplay and the combat. Another problem I encountered was I had to use my thumbstick to aim and shoot. So you're going to see my gun in the air, you're going to see it pointing down at the ground. You're going to see bullets flying all over the place because I don't have a reference to aim. This is something I had to learn during my gameplay, and I kept thinking in the back of my head, imagine this game with motion controls, me just pointing and shooting. It would be amazing. Developers, if you're watching, do it. Although this was not perfect and I had some constraints in playing the game with the gamepad, I'm looking beyond. I'm looking at the VR community in the Discord making an amazing profile for the game. This game is going to be top tier in VR with UEVR. I love the concept, I love the visuals, I love the combat, and I love the scope of the game. I highly recommend you stick out the rest of this video to see the goodness and the greatness in this game. Two developers, I'm very impressed. There's no commentary in this video. This is something I was trying yesterday just to get working. As soon as I got it working, guys, I decided to record my gameplay. You're not going to be disappointed. This is one to watch. Keep an eye on the Discord. Keep an eye on the game's Discord. The game is not available yet. As soon as the public's allowed to play the game, I'm sure we're going to get an amazing profile for this game. One that works just like the amazing profile we got for RoboCop with 6 DOF and motion control aiming. I'm about to lose my voice. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell. I'll see you in the next one.
Estimating a desynchronized entity will render advantageous combat resources. Log this assertion. Proceed to the next sector. Integrate the module. Gravity tether. Combat effectiveness increased. Fabricating exoskeleton entity. Desynchronized 3 entities and decimate 3 desynchronized entities. Fabricating 2 modification crates. Select one opening for each. Calculated selection. Augmentation will be key to your combat effectiveness. Proceed to the next sector. You're my only chance now. Confine me after this. Good luck. is an unauthorized entity in your system. Locking this assertion. Heightened surveillance will be maintained. You may continue. Don't worry. He didn't detect me. It was fine. Keep playing ball. And get to the end. Initiating preliminary combat protocol in 2, 1. Subject 1473 showing high algorithmic yield and ready for contract initiation. Surveillance protocol initiated. Observation will persist indefinitely. Good luck. Subject 1473, presence confirmed. Assimilation into the program is finalized. The largest survey algorithm by generating effective combat data. This is your purpose now. This is your duty. Start a run when ready. first. Welcome to my humble abode. The guts for the singularity. An exploit in the progress. That's me. Or what's left of me. Grab the chip. It'll explain everything. Well done for making it this far, but you've only just begun. I've been here far, far longer. This wretched place will never let you go. An infinite, perpetual testing algorithm, refining itself at our expense. That's all it wants. To learn, to train. We're the rats in his cage. I'll do anything to get my freedom and my life back. Wasn't too long ago I found this place, hidden away. It's different. A flaw in the system. Backdoor access that he doesn't know about. The way out is here. I can feel it. I ran out of time. But you still can. You're gonna get us out of here. You might be my last chance. Last chance for all of us. We better get to work. Use this place to your strength. Idris doesn't know we're here. That gate requires a malware key. We have a small window to obtain them between zones, and through there lies a possible escape. I know it. Good luck on your first run. I'd like to say it gets easier, but it doesn't. Simulate.
glimpse of you, and then you was gone. I searched for you everywhere. Where'd I go wrong? Chasing shadows in the neon light, flickers of hope in the darkest night. Echoes linger in this empty space. Where did you disappear in the digital haze? Lost in the rhythm, but still feel the voice. You were my signal, now I'm just noise. Scrolling through the pages of memories untold, in a world of pixels, your warmth turns cold. Chasing after whispers through the wires and screens, searching for connection in the gaps between. Lost in the frequency, but searching for the light. You were my beacon, now I'm lost in the night.